But we're going to move on to one of my favourites, Royal Caribbean. I've cruised with them many times. Taken my family on board with Royal Caribbean as well. But this is a brand new TV deal, and it's a fantastic trip over to the Far East from Shanghai to Singapore. But let's take you on board right now. And this is on the Mariner of the Seas, isn't it?
This is right, yeah, launched in 2003. It's the fifth and last vessel in the game-changing Voyager class that Royal Caribbean brought out. And again, when these ships were launched, they really did change the game because they were so interactive. They had so much on board. It's quite incredible. You've got on here 15 clubs, 15 bars and clubs for you to enjoy. You've got ultra lavish Vegas-style shows. You've got dance extravaganzas. You've got the wonderful kind of light entertainment with the kind of karaoke idol search, all the way through to the kind of Mr. and Mrs. and Newlywed Game. You've got all the activities like the rock climbing wall, the ice parks on board, where you see the wonderful shows with, with the professional ice skaters dancing for you. Quite incredible. Look, you're getting an idea here because you get a chance, of course, to go out and practice yourself. But it's the shows at night which really bring it alive.
I've got to say, the shows are some of the best I've ever seen at sea.
And then, oh, there we go, that was me falling over.
But this is the standard you get on an evening.
It's incredible. And, of course, this ship was extensively refurbished in 2012, and they added loads of things. They added even more space for babies. I mean, there's a tremendous amount of things. This is the Royal Promenade, where you have the street parties going down there. They added the Bulbul Doghouse, a new family Italian restaurant, Giovanni's Table, a giant movie screen outside so you can have the movies under the stars, and the interactive digital wayfinder system. So you're never going to get lost on this ship, because at every key stage you've got one of these digital systems that will show you where you are and help you to get where you want to go.
And I chose to celebrate a very difficult birthday with Royal Caribbean. It was my 40th birthday, and I'm so glad I chose Royal Caribbean because I had the most amazing time, and I didn't care that I was 40.
This is it. There's nothing wrong with it, and particularly now you're 50 plus, Sean. I mean, you must look back and think 40 was such a good day.
I feel 50 plus today with this man flu that I've got. But honestly, I chose Royal Caribbean for my 40th, and I couldn't have had a better cruise. They are amazing. But talking of amazing, the itinerary on this one, God, is stunning. We're going to fly you over to Shanghai, and we're going to give you 2 nights there in a beautiful 4-star hotel, aren't we?
We are. Handpicked hotel, Sean, and Shanghai, of course, one of the most fascinating cities on the face of the earth. It's a giant metropolis, a blend of east and west, past and future, facing each other across the Hagpo River, the Bund, which is lined with these stately colonial buildings that once housed the foreign banks and the trading houses, and then opposite, the 21st century skyscrapers of the financial district of Pudong. The core of the old Chinese city remains historic gardens, temples and tea houses, and the streets are packed with individuals with cars and bicycles weaving through this tapestry of humanity. It's serene, there's a real beauty to this place, and in the early morning you'll see people practicing Tai Chi in the parks, in the shade of the giant jade Buddha. Many attractions here, exquisite temples, superb museums, and of course that wonderful 19th century architecture.
Now you then embark the Mariner of the Seas for an 8-night cruise. Your first day's at sea, and just get to enjoy the ship, get to explore, but we're making our way over to...
Yeah, Xiamen is the first port of call. Beautiful chance for you there to go and see, again, lots of beautiful little temples and some gorgeous, serene countryside and rolling hills. From there, we're heading out to Hong Kong. Everyone knows Hong Kong. Skyscrapers forming a glistening forest of steel and glass. And you've got the junks plying the busy harbour waters and the green dragon-crested hills of Kowloon. Hong Kong literally means fragrant harbour. It's lost none of its charm, or its excitement, or its exoticism. There's an endless array of shops that offering the visitor everything from hand-tailored suits to ancient porcelain to the latest consumer electronics. Enjoy a harbour cruise, go through the glistening waters of the Eastern Harbour to the waterfronts, or take the funicular up to Victoria Peak for panoramic views across Hong Kong Island and the Victoria Harbour. Or go and browse Stanley Market, where you can literally buy anything you want. And every evening, of course, there is a wonderful light show in the harbour, which hopefully you'll get a chance to see this before you sail.
Now, you've got a couple of days to see. What kind of temperatures would we expect at this time of year? Do you know, Keith?
Warm, very, 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 very warm.
Be really pleasant.
Yeah, really, really pleasant. I mean, for us Brits, pretty much well past our summertime. Yeah, really nice. Because you're getting over there into the heat of their summer anyway, so it's good. Now, Ho Chi Minh City is our next port of call in Vietnam. Over a quarter of a century has passed since the Vietnam War ended, of course, in 1975, and the fall of Saigon. And today, this wonderful place sits on the Mekong River. It's called Ho Chi Minh City. It's got the same essence as a major trading centre, and it's filled with the cries of street hawkers and honking horns, bicycles and motorbikes flying across at dizzying speeds. Everywhere, friendly faces and warm warm greetings. French colonial architecture mixes with modern and Asian influences, and many fine old houses have become trendy restaurants serving up fine, beautiful and tasty Vietnamese cuisine. Go to one of the colourful pagodas, heavy with a sense of incense that will bring you good fortune, or head to the Ben Thanh market, crammed with everything under the sun, and definitely worth a visit. You can see how beautiful it is.
So I'm looking at this date. I could actually maybe do this one, Keith. A relaxing day at sea, and then...
Singapore.
Singapore.
Yeah, and we're getting you a stay here in Singapore as well, which is fantastic. So this is the commercial centre of Southeast Asia. And again, a metropolis of high-rise buildings, of Chinese shop houses with red-tiled roofs, sturdy Victorian buildings, Buddhist temples and Arab bazaars. You can relax on the beaches of Sentosa Island, be amazed at the world's largest walk-in bird aviary, or take in the sights on a river cruise, and you'll have time to see it all from the beach and the pool at the top of the Marina Bay Sands Hotel. It's stunning. It's an ever-fascinating island, boasting colourful traditions, luxurious hotels and some of the finest duty-free shopping in the world.
Do you know, I've still not been to the Far East. You know, the idea of visiting Shanghai, Singapore, Hong Kong really appeals to me. But doing it on a cruise and doing it with Planet Cruise, everything is so well organised for you, isn't it?
Absolutely. Organised, it's safe. You know, you're dipping in and out of these cultures. You're getting a chance to dip your toe in, experience them, Sean, and then come back and have something that's more familiar with you. You know what I mean? Because sometimes going to some of these cultures can be a real big shock. Yeah. But when you do it on a cruise ship, you have that stability and that familiarity, and you get a chance to dip into this wonderful world and then come back again and then decide if you want to go back.
And that's what I really like about cruise holidays, actually. Because I'll be honest, there are a few, you know, countries I've been to and I've kind of got off the ship for a couple of hours and like, you know what, I'm going to get back on the ship because, you know, the ship's so...
Because you like your comforts.
Yeah, the ship's so beautiful.
And the ship is full of comforts, it's full of Western comforts, and sometimes when you go out and stay in these places on land, you don't always get those Western comforts.
But the other flip side is sometimes I've got off, you know, and visited a country that I absolutely love this, you know, I don't want to maybe come back and stay a bit longer. So, as Keith said, it's a great way of just getting a little taste of so many different parts of the world in one holiday. Let's show you the ship one final time, the Mariner of the Seas. So you said she's been refurbished in the last few years, Keith?
Yeah, 2012 she was extensively refurbished, and they added there to the Royal Babies and Tots nursery, which is a dedicated space for the under-3s. So again, a great family ship this. You're getting an idea here of some of the open pool space. That's the Royal Promenade where they have the street parties, and you've got...
And the Captain's Night's there, isn't it?
The Captain's Night, yeah, and you've got the Ben and Jerry's and so much more. The room service of Royal Caribbean is absolutely fantastic, you know. And again, the Boardwalk hot dog place where you can go and get... It's called the Boardwalk Doghouse. You know, I mean, this is American cruising at its very best. So, you know, it really is kind of big, brash, friendly, bright and colourful with amazing entertainment.
And believe me, you know, you can get food and drinks, you know,
absolutely. You know, you'll be out on deck and there'll be a Caribbean band playing for you. You know, you'll wander inside and it might be a string quartet, or you go through to the show and see Vegas style entertainment. It really is a great selection.
And an amazing brand new TV deal tonight. Only one day to go. We do think this one's going to go very, very fast. Just checking as well. Tips are included here, aren't they?
They are, yeah, which is an extra. It's not always the case for Royal Caribbean, but for this particular deal, again, it's included. It's a really good value.
And you only need to pay a deposit today to secure your place. So everything there, you've got your return flights, you've got your extra 2 nights stay in Singapore and Shanghai, and then that 8-night cruise, all this evening for £1,499 per person. But if you are new to cruising, you want to really know that what you're booking tonight is quality assured, and all of the cruises are. They're ATOL and APTA protected. They always include all of your overseas transfers. Any hotels are quality hand-picked hotels in central locations, and the flight will always be with world-renowned airlines as well. And we mentioned excursions. If you want to book any of those through Planet Cruise, you can save up to 60% of what you'd pay if you book these on board. You know, excursions can be quite expensive if you book them through the cruise companies, but Planet Cruise have really addressed that. But some very exciting news now. We're about to speak to David Hearn from Royal Caribbean, and he's going to tell us about their brand new ship and how you can pre-register and be one of the first ladies and gents to go on board. David, are you there?
I am. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. I gather Royal Caribbean are launching a brand new ship.
We certainly are, yeah. We've got Anthem of the Seas, the brand new ship, which will go on sale from tomorrow. It will be sailing from Southampton in summer 2015, and it's the first time Southampton has seen such an amazing ship. It's going to appeal to couples, families, and also singles. It's going to really have something for everybody, offering a range of itineraries from 3 nights to 16 nights, and a whole host of itineraries in Europe. I really believe it's going to take the whole world cruising to a new level. We've got some fantastic facilities on board as well, such as the North Star, which is a mechanical arm which will elevate passengers up into the sky, give them 360-degree views, 300 foot above the sea level. And also the 270 by day, a modern open-plan living room with 270-degree views of the destinations they're visiting. And then by night it transforms into a mind-blowing show venue.
What about the bumper cars, David? What about the bumper cars?
There are bumper cars on board, absolutely, and roller skating as well. We also have the world's first skydive simulator.
Yes.
It's actually ripcord by iFly, and you only get that on Royal Caribbean. It really does have the wow factor. And customers can secure a cabin on board for only £150 per person deposit. So it's a fantastic offer for customers. It goes on sale tomorrow. So I recommend people give the Planet Cruise team a call tonight and to make sure they get their space on board.
Wow.
Also, just want to make the viewers aware, we also have got a fantastic wow sale which ends on the 28th of February. It's a last chance to book a brilliant 2014 cruise as well, saving up to £500 per stateroom. We've got complimentary upgrades on selected sailings, free parking, free soda for kids, and an amazing $200 onboard credit on all ex-UK sailings, 6 nights and more. So some fantastic offers to be had this evening.
Well, David, I'm a big fan of Royal Caribbean, cruised them many times, and would highly recommend them. And we want to get our place on that brand new ship as well. The Anthem of the Sea.
Anthem of the Sea. So they can ring tonight, David. Is that what you're saying? They can ring through to Planet Cruise tonight.
You can ring tonight. The guys can give you information. The actual cruise facility goes on sale tomorrow, so they can make pre-registrations, and we can get a booking done for you first thing tomorrow.
And this is for cruises going out of Southampton in 2015 for the Anthem.
2015, yep, that's right, tomorrow. On sale tomorrow.
Well, brilliant. David, thank you so much. I will certainly be looking at that myself.
Yeah.
There's nothing like going on board a brand new ship, and particularly one of Royal Caribbean's. It sounds spectacular. It sounds a world first with those facilities.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
I've seen the simulator, the Skyflying simulator.
I've seen a few pictures online, yeah.
It's fantastic, it's fantastic.
OK, then,
thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and we'll get our pre-register tonight. Thank you so much. Wow. OK, so give us a call right now. You can pre-register for that brand new ship, the Anthem of the Seas, launching in 2015. We've got to get on that, haven't we?
We should, honestly.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
That'll cure the man flu.
We'll do couples. It will do, yeah.